Today we are exposing some of the biggest frauds in fiction. Anime, manga, comics, you name it. Nothing is off the limits. When I say fraud, I mean characters who had all the hype, all the potentials, all the power, but they still fumbled the bag. And the first fraud we are going to be exposing today is for someone named Invincible. You should not be getting packed in a fight. I understand the fact that he can't win every fight, but this guy is out here getting his ass kicked by people who should not be able to beat a character named Invincible. Back in season 1, he lost to Battle Beast, which is okay since Battle Beast is one of the strongest characters in the whole show, or maybe even the strongest. Losing to Battle Beast is not crazy, but getting your ass beaten by a zombie robot is crazy. Mind you, this is the same Mark who they said has increased his strength by like 200% and his speed by like 100%. He moved from Earth to the moon in 27 seconds, and they even said nothing on Earth is heavy enough for Mark to train with. But he's losing to some giant earthworms and the Muller brothers. I honestly think based on how strong Invincible is, nothing on Earth should pose a threat to him. He should be able to one-shot every living being on Earth. He should be so fast that unless you have super speed, you can't even perceive him. Do you know how fast you have to be able to move from Earth to the moon in 27 seconds? That's literally light speed. Well, maybe not light speed, but it's close. The Illuminati. Not that one, the one from the Multiverse of Madness in the MCU. These people are the most useless group of people in all of fiction. They are the textbook definition of frauds. Reed Richards, who is supposed to be the smartest person in the MCU, somehow gave away their biggest advantage by revealing what Black Bolt's ability was. Black Bolt gets popped in seconds. Same thing happened to the alleged smartest mind. Then Captain Carter was killed next, and I'm not even shocked or disappointed from this one. I never expected anything relevant from Captain Carter. But how was Captain Marvel taken out so easily? A statue falling on you should not be able to kill one of the strongest characters in the universe. Don't even get me started on Professor X. His performance here was a pure disgrace. The other fraud on our list is Batman. Now hear me out on this one. This man claims to have a sense of justice, but he refuses to kill murderers who murder people. And I know, I can already see people in the comments saying, Yonko, he doesn't kill people because he has a strict moral and he doesn't want to stoop low to the levels of the villains. Which doesn't even make sense, because by not killing villains, he's putting more innocent lives in danger. In the Injustice movie, the Joker nuked the city of Metropolis, killing millions of people. And one of the people that died because of Joker is Lois Lane and her unborn child. Yeah, the same Lois Lane who is the wife to Superman. The reason why millions of people died from this nuke is because Batman refuses to do his job. Kill the Joker and let there be world peace. But no, Batman would arrest the Joker, interrogate him, send him to prison or a mental asylum. The Joker escapes, kills another million people. It happens over and over again. It gets to a point you have to be like, this nigga has to die. In the Injustice movie, Batman was about to do the same shit until Superman killed the Joker. Then Batman makes this shocked face like, bro, why are you surprised? This man killed millions of people and caused billions of dollars in damage. Killing him is merciful. Well, to be honest, if I was Batman, I wouldn't kill all villains. I would spare Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman. I would keep them for research purposes, of course.
Yeah, boy.
Light Yagami. So this man is supposed to be the smartest person in the Death Note universe, but this man had an untraceable magic notebook that kills anyone whose name you write in the book, and he still got caught. If I had the Death Note, it would be impossible to figure out who I am. Call L, M, N, Q, any other weirdo with one letter for a name. Nobody is catching me. Worst case scenario, I write my own name in the Death Note saying I died at age 200 after accomplishing all my goals of killing all criminals, and nobody figured out who I was. I don't know if the Death Note works like that, but Light was able to control how people died, and he was able to control when they died, so I'm pretty sure it would work. Also, Light Yagami might be low-key gay though, because why do you have all this in front of you and all you're thinking of is how you're going to kill L? If I was the one, I would have lost all sense of motivation and been in between missiles ties.
What did he say?
Forget I ever said that. Galactus. You know what? Galactus and his herald, the Silver Surfer, are both frauds. They are one of the biggest frauds of all time. I don't think these people have done anything significantly impressive. People just hype them based on what they could potentially do. Let's talk about Galactus first and his fraudulent activities. Every time I see this man in a movie or comic book, he never accomplishes his true goal. In the 2007 Fantastic Four movie, I think it's 2007 or 2005, I can't remember, but in that movie, the Silver Surfer came to Earth, hyping up Galactus and glazing that man like even if God himself wanted to help you, nothing can be done. But guess what? That man was defeated at the end of the movie. In the recent Fantastic Four movie, the Silver Surfer came to Earth, gave a whole ass speech, which was actually badass. That speech was beautiful. I've watched that speech over 1,000,000 times. After the whole ass speech and she gave the "your world is marked for death" blah blah blah, Galactus still got defeated at the end. And I know some people out there like read the comics. Galactus is more stronger and more powerful in the comics. In one of the comics, Galactus was one-shotted and killed by Thor after he made Thor his herald. Also, why are all Galactus heralds always betraying him? I don't understand why, but almost every time his herald betrays him. In the comics, Franklin Richards was able to make Galactus his herald. At this point, just wrap it up. How big of a fraud do you have to be that you, a cosmic god, is the herald to a human? Now, let's talk about the Silver Surfer. He's one of my favorite characters, so it hurts me to put him here, but it has to be done. When the Silver Surfer was introduced in the 2007 or 2005 movie, I can't remember, he was shown to be unstoppable. He was phasing through walls, doing all kind of crazy things, and all he had to do to beat him was take his board away from him. Come on, man, you're telling me that's all it takes to beat someone that was able to change climate conditions from just passing? The Silver Surfer presence alone was able to make snow fall in the desert. That's how much cosmic power he has. Things malfunction in his presence. A more disgraceful moment for the Silver Surfer was in one of the comics when the Black Panther puts the Silver Surfer in a chokehold. The Silver Surfer has unlimited power. Black Panther, of all people, should not be able to put him in such position. The next fraud we are going to be looking at is Crocodile. This man lost to pre-time skip Luffy with no haki, no gears in the desert. You control sand, you are basically in home territory. How do you still lose to someone like Luffy? What's crazy to me is how this man is still alive. This dude clashed with Doflamingo, tried to kill Whitebeard, and now casually hangs with Mihawk like he's one of the top dogs. I'm pretty sure these people don't know Crocodile is a bum, and they could easily take him out if they wanted to. Shinji Hirako from Bleach. He has a cool design, captain level, hollow powers, Bankai, but he's still a bum. So you're telling me Shinji was with Aizen 247 and he never noticed any of Aizen's plans? This man's Bankai was hyped to be badass, which it was cool, I'm not going to lie, but when we finally see his Bankai, he defeats a low tier Quincy, then immediately gets one-shotted by another Quincy. I kept hoping Shinji was aura farming and he would pop back up to wipe everyone out, but nope, fraud. Megumi Fushiguro, aka the Potential Man. This man has the potential to be a lot of things, but he does nothing. If he masters the shadow technique, he could rival Gojo. If he completes his domain expansion, he could be top tier. Till the end of the show, he never achieved any of this. The only reason Megumi is alive and relevant till the end of the show is because of Maoraga. Without Maoraga, Sukuna would have ended Megumi back in season 1. His sole existence and relevance is tied around Maoraga, Ussop. I know this is common knowledge, but I expected more from this man. If someone told me back when I was watching pre-time skip One Piece that 1000 episodes from now, Ussop would still be a useless clown, I would not have believed it. I had so much expectations from this man, especially when he fought Luffy in Water 7. Ussop turned into Batman trying to defeat Luffy. I was like, damn, even though he lost, give this man time, he's still cooking. I had no idea Ussop wasn't cooking shit. So yeah, what do you think about my fraud list? Who do you guys think I should add to my fraud list for a potential part 2? And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a lot. See you in the next video. Peace.